So just begin relaxing. As always, choose whether you'd like to be seated or lying down. And although you don't need it just yet, if you have a moment to just grab a candle and something to light it with, then just have that nearby. So as we begin this practice, just start to settle. Relax into your body. Start to loosen the shoulders. Relax the lower body, legs and pelvis. Soften the muscles in your face and your neck. And just to take this moment to inwardly check through from head to toe what tension you may still be holding. Enjoy a few deep breaths. Maybe a nice sigh on the exhale. And just follow the breath. Take a few moments just to be very consciously aware of how it feels to inhale. And then exhale. So drawing that attention to the body, to this moment. And also noticing how you feel emotionally in this moment. And witnessing your thoughts in this moment. And without judgment. Are we starting to relax and settle? And ground your energies down into the earth. So those of you that are lying down, just have a moment to hug the knees in now. And if you're already seated, just take a moment to gently move and flex the spine and the neck and head, if that feels nice for you. We're just going to take a few moments just to come to seated. So rocking on your back if you're lying down. Just taking this few moments to observe as we gently move. And then coming up to seated into Zazen. And this is where you'll want your candle. If you have something where you can sort of place it but safely on something that's raised, so it's a little bit more kind of coming up to eye level, then that would be preferable. But if not, then you can just leave it on the floor in front of you or wherever it is safe. And we will light the candle for the practice of Trataka. Trataka means candle gazing, or actually it's focused awareness. And this is a really lovely practice, especially for an evening practice when, it's a little bit darker. And we're just going to focus on the flame. So with this practice, what we do is we try and gaze at the heart of the flame. So not the tip and not the root, the heart of it. Trying not to blink. The eyes may become tired or want to blink or may water, and that's fine. And then we'll close them. And you'll see that kind of image in your mind's eye of the candle in maybe kind of a negative effect. And then when that image starts to fade or you're ready to, just open the eyes again. And we repeat this process of opening the eyes and gazing and then closing them again when we need to. It's very cleansing on the eyes as well, this. So really quite a lovely practice. We'll make this practice our own. We'll take about 5 minutes. So just start to relax. Maybe rest the hands in Dhyana Mudra. Get comfortable through the spine and relax all muscles, and we'll start to just gaze at the flame. Trying not to blink. Maybe the eyes sort of do become a little bit crossed. That's fine. Gentle breaths. You might find that your eyes just gently dart around a little and just try and bring them back to the heart of the flame. And whenever you feel ready, everyone will be different. Just close the eyes. See the image. And then when you're ready, you can open the eyes and gaze again at the flame. Staying present, witnessing your thoughts and feelings. When you do close your eyes, noticing perhaps all the colours or different colours that you may see as well. We're just going to take a few more breaths here with this practice. And just gently, if you have your eyes closed, just gently blink them open. Give them a few blinks. Often when we've been staring at that flame, it's like looking at the sun for a moment. You can see that flame in your eyes for a little while. So you can either leave your candle alight in a safe place, or I'm going to blow my one out, just so there's no accidents. So that was about 5 minutes of Trataka, candle gazing. Notice how that felt for you, whether actually you were really quite focused and enjoyed glancing at that heart of the flame, whether the image within the flame or the colour within the flame sort of changed as you kept gazing at it, and then the colours that you might have seen in your mind's eye as you had the eyes closed, and that kind of image of the candle still with the eyes closed. It's just another variation on a type of meditation. So just notice if you enjoyed that one, whether actually all thoughts of the day and external things were put aside and you really could just focus on the one thing, which is the idea. So our first pose we're going to come into is turtle, a lovely stretch for our back, but quite a compressive pose. So coming onto your knees, if you need to reduce the compression in the backs of the knees, please use like a little cushion or a rolled blanket. And if there is a sensation sort of over under the ankles as well, the tops of the feet, then some padding can be put there too. Whatever feels right for you. And you can also use a block for the head should you wish. So we're going to come into this forward folding pose. Maybe you'd like to start with a block, and as we settle into the pose, you might find that you can lower it or move it away. Draw the hands back to your feet, so like child's pose. This is a really lovely stretch for the whole back. Just take a moment to become comfortable. And if at any time you need to, you can always exit this pose if it doesn't feel right. Start to relax the arms, shoulders. Relaxing the thighs. And just notice if you're pushing your abdomen out and there's tension there, whether you can fully relax the abdomen as you breathe. This is a real compression pose. Notice how it feels emotionally for you. Whether it's nurturing and comforting, or if it's too compressive this evening. Observe your thoughts and keep relaxing.
Nice deep breaths. Notice if the belly is tight. Keep relaxing the upper back and shoulders and neck. And we'll take one more deep breath. And then as you just gently lift the head, where we've had the head so low, just come up ever so slowly, just in case there's any dizziness and head rushes. And we'll lie back. So about 4 minutes in that pose. Notice how it feels. Let's lie back. And as we unfold our legs, enjoying the kind of the release and the rush of fluid and blood and energy as it flows back through our legs and feet. So tuning into the tops of your feet, your calf muscles, tops and backs of your thighs, any coolness or tingling. Checking in with the back and the spine. Just enjoy being in your body. And then when you're ready, let's draw our knees in. We're going to come into twisted roots next. So we've taken the spine forward. We're going to come into a twist this evening. Side stretches and taking the spine back, so all directions this evening. Okay, so bring the feet to the mat, knees are bent. And I'm going to use a cushion just to have towards the right hand side. And then if you bring your left leg over the right, roll yourself over or lift your body and then turn over and bring that leg down. If you want something for your left shoulder, like a little pillow or rolled blanket, then that's always can be comfortable too. Just notice what you need this evening. And coming into this twist to whatever degree your body allows you today. If there's any pain, then gently come out of the pose or don't do it as much. Just finding where you can be comfortable. Try and relax your legs, that initial tension that you hold. So this is an evening practice, and many of you may well have had something to eat, but this is a lovely pose and aids digestion and the digestive system. So keep relaxing, especially the inner thighs, tops of the inner thighs, around the groin, softening buttocks and lower back. Relax arms and shoulders. And just allowing this stretch to develop. Focus the awareness of your breath to your belly and chest.
Maybe you find that the breath is lengthening and deepening. How does this make you feel? Where do you most feel this posture? Can you become more relaxed in your wrists and hands and arms? And just checking in with any tension through the legs again. Where else can you relax? There's always tension somewhere. I guarantee it creeps in without you realizing. And we'll take 2 conscious breaths. Feeling how the breath moves into this twist. And then really slowly, after that second breath, let's gently unfold. Take it nice and slowly so that you can sort of feel every part of the body that moves as you come back into a neutral position. And then exploring what you feel. Where do you feel the chi and prana moving in the body? In an area that just feels more stimulated. You can just tell. And even in this position, just let everything relax. Sometimes there is that tendency to hold a little bit of a structure to the spine. If we can just let go, let the chin sink inwards, let the shoulders drop and the spine drop. And just checking in with what you feel through each foot and each leg, around the hips and outer edge of the body. And then as we bring knees in, just kind of contemplating the other side. So our legs will drop left. Have a little rock to start with. Just enjoy this lovely moment to massage the spine in between poses. And then as we bring feet to the mat, maybe have your cushion on your left-hand side now. And as you bring your right leg over your left, just crossing the legs over, rolling to that left side, or lifting the body and twisting in whatever way feels comfortable for you. Support that right shoulder if you need to, you may not need to. And then just begin to find where you can let go and relax. The legs may slip along the mat just as you kind of get comfortable in this pose. Anything that's painful, always loosen out or come out completely. Listen to your body. So try to relax feet and calf muscles, soften through the thighs and buttocks. Release any tension in the torso and arms. And finally, just work your way up to the face and neck. And just keep gently rotating awareness throughout the whole body, in between observing your breath. Relax the buttocks and lower back. And maybe your eyes are closed. And you can just really tune into your breath and the feeling of the breath moving in your body. How does this side feel compared with the other side? Any differences or similarities? Try and relax the calf muscles. Anywhere else through the legs that tension has found its way back in. Notice if your breath has deepened and any change in the quality of your breath. Just observing where the breath moves. And we'll take 2 breaths here as we feel the breath come into the belly and the chest. Nice soft exhale. And just one more. Ever so slowly, just start to uncross the legs, find neutral pose.
feeling good. Noticing areas of the body that you may not have noticed throughout the day. Just appreciating what you're feeling. Sometimes we forget about perhaps the hips or the lovely waist and the sensations and muscles there. The fullness of breath we can take when we focus. And then just drawing these in, one at a time, right then left if you can. The reason we do that is just because it follows the flow of the ascending colon and then the descending colon the other side. Take a little moment to rock, massage the spine here. So if you just want to roll up and grab a cushion, we're going to come into bench now, taking the spine backwards in a very gentle and supportive way. Really only a few inches away from the mat, but you'll definitely feel it. It feels really lovely. Take the cushion, maybe a little gap between the body and the cushion, just so that we get curved more into our thoracic spine than the lumbar spine. And then just in your own time, roll back. And if you need to play with where the cushion needs to be, then by all means do. Support the neck with something if you need to, or something small under the head, whatever feels comfortable. But getting this lovely sort of stretch across the upper back rather than the lower back. Arms can be out to the side or closer to the body, whatever feels comfortable. And just try and relax here. Let everything go passive. Be supported by your mat and the cushion. Relax the neck and face. And just let go. Let go physically. Let go emotionally, not of anything in particular, just considering the idea of letting go. Letting go of beliefs that may no longer serve us, habits, toxic people, toxic environments. Just entertaining the idea of gradually letting go for something more healthy and nurturing. And as we lie here supported, let the weight of our body really fall into the cushion and the mat. We can breathe deeply into our belly and follow the flow of the breath up into the chest. Gently noticing how the rib cage expands and contracts. And although we can consciously direct our awareness to our breath, having that lovely gratitude that most of the time we don't ever need to, we're just breathing unconsciously. Keep relaxing shoulders and neck.
How do you feel here? Are you quite comfortable? What else can you relax? Just witnessing your thoughts. Are you thinking your thoughts? Or are your thoughts thinking you? Just a curious little thing to explore. Let's take one more deep breath in this lovely restful pose. And as we lift our heads and body slowly, just enough to pull the blanket away and come straight back down. Again, just enjoy this after effect from bench. How different does it feel through the spine to just be flat on the mat rather than just a little bit raised? Try and relax around your face and your eyes. Notice if there's any tension. And then we're going to draw our knees in. So the last pose is the two-sided pose banana. Let's have a little rock first. And then bring our legs back down to the mat. Feet over to the lower right corner and right foot over left. Shuffle the shoulders to top right corner and maybe just sort of relax the buttocks and release around the pelvis if you need to, and lower back. And then coming into this lovely side stretch, banana pose. And we'll have a few minutes each side. Taking some lovely deep breaths and enjoying this openness through the left side of the body, Ida, the feminine side of ourselves. And you can close your eyes if you want to. Relax buttocks and lower back. And enjoy the breath in your belly. Notice if your arms can relax a bit more and the hands and wrists. And just gentle, soft belly breaths.
So just find any tension that you're holding. Keep relaxing and looking for tension that keeps creeping in. And lovely deep breaths. So lovely and stimulating for this left side, which is linked with the coolness, our lunar feminine energy. That side of us that is more nurturing, that sees things as grey and not so black and white. The creative side. So we'll gently just take one more breath here. And slowly uncross the legs, bring yourself back into a nice neutral position. Only a few movements of the feet and the shoulders, just a few inches, but coming back into alignment and just allow everything to settle, feeling the stretch through the left. And just enjoying some conscious breaths. And if you want to bring your knees in, just for a little rock beforehand, we will come over to the other side with banana. So drawing your feet to the lower left corner, left foot over the right ankle, and then shuffling shoulders to top left. And as you do so, just sort of release the buttocks so that they don't feel too tight. Loosen your back. Relax your feet and legs and just look through from head to toe. Any tension, letting go as much as you can. You might find there's a little bit of tension around your waist and lower back. See if you can let go of the muscles. Relaxing shoulders and arms. And following your breath. Stretching now the right side, Pingala, masculine aspect of ourselves. The black and white, the decisiveness, linked with the sun and heat. Action rather than passive. Noticing any differences from left to right, or whether it's sort of quite an even feeling through both sides. Lovely soft belly breaths. Move the breath into the chest. Checking in with any tightness around the waist, sides of the body. How do you feel? Do you like this pose? Does it feel gentle? And then very gently we'll take one more lovely breath. And moving slowly, shoulders back into alignment, uncross the legs, come into neutral. And then just enjoy Shavasana, palms up, feet flop to the side. Soften the back, let the chin tuck in. And awareness on the breath in the belly. When you're ready, let's hug in. Have a moment here, just enjoy. Massaging the back, lift the head if you need to. And then finding where you want to relax, lying down or seated. Maybe pull over a blanket if it's a little cool. Just allow yourself to get cozy. So just have a few moments just to settle into a relaxing posture. A nice little while to relax now. Just scan through the body head to toe and release anything that you can. Ground yourself down into Mother Earth again. Imagine that you're going on a nice moonlit walk, perhaps by the seafront or by water, and with a clear sky and a bright full moon. You can see that lovely silver line that is created on top of the water. If the water is still, then that line is still as well. Or it might be a little bit choppy, and that line becomes a little bit more shimmery. And just taking in this image in your mind. A clear sky with lots of stars out. Wrapped up warm, you can just take a walk safely. Not for long. Take in that cool night air. And as you walk beneath the full moon, which is so very cleansing, connecting with that feminine energy. And the water element. The moon governs and controls all of the water on the planet. And we are made up of 70% water at least. So connecting with that. The moon and water. What water teaches us to go with the flow. That water finds its own level. And is very resilient and changes with all different temperatures, its form. So just having some quietness. Ever so gently, just without moving, bring your awareness back.
And notice the feelings that come to you from thinking of the moon, moonlit night, the element of water and our femininity. And just enjoying a few breaths into the body now. As we breathe in, we're taking in fresh prana, fresh chi, fueling our body in an energetic way. And so ever so gently, you can just start to move the fingers and toes, maybe rock the head. And if you're lying down, perhaps stretching or hugging the knees in. And as we just have these last few moments together, I'd like you to bring to mind something that you can be grateful for. Always ending your day on the thought of gratitude is so very powerful. And being grateful for everything that we have and just asking the universe for more of the lovely things that we have: health, wealth, family, love. When these are the last few thoughts that go through our mind before we sleep, they have a very powerful effect on our subconscious, as opposed to maybe the last thing we've read or watched on TV that may or may not be negative or positive. So having a practice of just maybe your last few thoughts just before you doze off, of gratitude or what you'd like to bring into your life. All night your subconscious has the opportunity to work on that. Very, very powerful thing to do if we can be conscious enough to do it. So just coming up to seated, thinking of that thing that you are grateful for, or many things. And then drawing hands to heart center. Om Shanti. Namaste.